one thing that you need to think about when playing this game is to try to somehow get through the game without starving everybody. Well, because starving people isn't the greatest thing to do, I suppose. Hey everyone, this is Sir Thagos back with another video, and today we will play Tempus Quest again. So, this is a series that is pretty requested by you guys, so we will continue with that today. Little disclaimer in the beginning before we start. If you need to brush up on the rules, because I won't explain all the basic rules today, please look at the other videos on my channel, episode 0, where we explain all the rules, and then episode 1, the precursor to this one, you can find on my channel, and just take a look at those. Also, please make sure to turn on the Esperanto subtitle track, just in case I need to add any comments or corrections after having uploaded the video. Alright, so then we can get pretty much started. Today I will use a green pen, because it's all about farming and everything. The last times we used, I think, red and purple. All right, before we start, let me put in the date and time. So let's see, we got the 21st today, and it's 10:47. 10:47. Just so you know, I'm not playing tricks here. Okay, so 2-1-1-0-4 and 7. All right, so before we start with episode 2, let's see where we left off. So in episode 0, we crashed our spaceship, the Tempus, and we had to collect like specific parts to rebuild our spaceship. We managed that quite well with 57 points at the end, and I think that wasn't too bad. Then episode 1, last time we played, we actually were able to fly, so start our ship, but there were kill droids entering our ship and we had to destroy them. We made that. It was a little bit messy towards the end, but we actually did make it. We just didn't get a whole lot of points. I think that's 19 down here, and I think there were like 1 or 2 small mistakes that happened, so that might be a little bit less. But that's pretty much where we left off. And now let's see where the story takes us in episode 2. So let me just figure out the focus here so you can see it a little bit better. Oh, I think you can actually see it pretty well. So that should be fine. All right. So episode 2, The Dust Farmers. After escaping the dynasty, the crew lands on Delling to load up on food and supplies, but the planet is almost barren. The colonists, trying to make a living there, need help irrigating the fields and building up their town. So we kind of know what we have to do, right? And we have all our characters here conversing about the mission at hand. How come we're farmhands now? We're whatever we need to be if the price is right. What are they paying us? That's not really important. I feel it's unfair that I be asked to grow food since I don't eat it. Woof! I have located the irrigation pipes, Captain. We need new starboard engine struts now. Alright, but the dog is actually saying, that is the exact attitude we're looking for in the cybernetic rebellion. Can I count on your support? So, alright, so we are farming today. We will not be fighting or building any spaceship parts. We are actually just farming. Alright, so let me kind of walk you through what we will have to do today. So today we can connect the squares again as usual to build a network. Everything that is connected with each other can be used by each other, so to speak. We can spread the lakes. The lakes are our source for water, so we can irrigate the houses as well as the structures we build. If we use any action, of course, we need to pay to water again. This time it's water. Last time it was electricity. And the first time I think it was alarm. something like that. We can build again, and we can use what we built. So we can build pumps. If we use a pump, we can choose a lake, and then we take the spaces of the lake times the number of pumps connected to it by a connection, and this is how much water we get. This will be a very important source for our water. We can spread the lakes to make them larger, so building a pump there would be a good idea. Then we can build a well. This is just to either gain 1 water or to irrigate a connected farm for only 1 turn. And then we have the farms. The farms, if they are irrigated, so connected to a lake, we can gain 1 food. All right, either we can gain a food, put it in our supply, or we can fill the food spot of a connected house. Our goal is to irrigate all 10 houses and fill their food spots. It's pretty small here, but I think we can manage that. And also we can use a house. If we use a house, that means that we can remove 1 food from our supply and fill the food spot of a house. All right, and there is one. This is not, it's not quite a legacy game, but it is a campaign we are playing here. So we are getting a bonus because we played episode 1. So if I look at the rules here, if you played episode 1, add 1 water to your starting resources for each slime space you had at the end of episode 1. Let me find episode 1 here. And we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slime spaces, which is not bad. So we receive 6 more water, which is important because we definitely will need that. All right, and then we can get started. So first, let me fill in all these spaces again, just the way we have been doing it for all episodes. As a reminder, if you would like to brush up on the rules or see how we fared before, feel free to pause the video right now and come back to it after you watched the other parts of the series. I think there are like 7 or 8 episodes, if I'm not mistaken, so we do have quite a lot to play. So then here is water. The M's are mountains. Mountains are just obstacles. They're just in the way. And 7 is over here. All right, so we're done. We can now start. Oh, one more thing I forgot to mention. At the end of every round, we lose 1 water per house that is not irrigated. Food doesn't count. We win the game when, as I said, when all houses are irrigated and have food. Okay, so we don't need the story anymore. So let me pull that a little bit up so you can see a little bit better. Okay, so we will start 2. We have a connect action, and 2 more after that. So let's use all 3 connect actions now. Let me just fill this here in. Okay, so let's see. Here we have a little bit of water, which is not bad. We will have a spread action later on, so we can spread that water someplace else. Do we have any? No, we don't have any other masses of water. Not really. Okay, so we want to connect. We want to connect one of these waters. Oh, I'm drawing here. One of these water spaces to a few houses. So let's say that we spread water there. Then we can put like 3 connections here. So we have our first few connections. We have some space to build and we have space to spread. And we can actually already irrigate that house at the end of the turn. Okay, great. So 0 is a use action. We cannot use anything because we don't have any food yet. Yeah, we don't have any food yet, so we can't use the houses, we can't use anything else. So let's just, we have 6 extra water because we played the last episode. So let's just spend 2 water for an additional action. And you know what? Connect one more house here. Like this. All right, now we have our 4 here. 4 is a spread action. So we will now spread water right here. So now we have a large lake that is connected to these 2 houses. That means these 2 houses are already irrigated. It's hard to see that. Let me just put it like an X besides the water drop. So we know these 2 are already irrigated. And 7 is a build action. We will need a pump later on, at least 1 pump. And we will also need, we could also use a well because we will need a farms later on. But first, let's build a pump, I would say, just to have a lot of water. Because we do have a lot of connect actions here, and if we have a lot of water, that's going to help us. So let's build a pump. That's going to cost us 4 water, so 25. And just let's build it, I don't know, anywhere. Let's just put it here. Doesn't really matter where we put it. Like that. Okay. So that was our build action here. And now we lose 1 water per house that is not irrigated, and that's 8 houses. So now we have 17 left. Uh-oh. We really need to see what we can do here. Okay. So now we have 3 connect actions again. So we definitely should connect that house. So let's use 2 more connections here, like this. And then we could start like a new connection over here. Because we have a lake there, we can later on then connect everything, but we don't need 1 network. We can have 2 networks too. That is just fine. So let's connect this house and the lake with this line here. So now this house is irrigated, and also this one. Great. Okay, let me see. That was it. Okay, so let me take the thick side here. So we got our connections down, and now we have a use action. I would actually suggest using that pump, because if we use that pump, we can times the lake, calculate the lakes by the pump. So that's 3 times 1, that's 3. So we will actually get 3 water back, which will help us a little bit. Okay, that's 0. Now we go to 4, that's a spread action. We will definitely spread that lake now over here, because then we have 5 that are connected. Like this. And 7 is going to be another build action. Let me mark that and then think what we can do. We do need farms for food. But this needs to be irrigated. How can we irrigate that farm? Let me see. Because that's a little issue, because it says here fill 1 quarter to either to irrigate a connected farm for only 1 turn. I see. Okay, either that or we just need to put the farm have the farm by a lake. So that should be fine. Okay, so let's build a farm. Sorry for that. I just had to think here a little bit. Then let's put a farm here. Or we put another pump just to collect even more water, right? I mean, we could double our water. You know, let's do that. First let's spend 4 water to build another pump. And let's build that, I don't know, let's build it over here. Wherever we put it. Like this. Okay, and now we have 4 irrigated houses, so we have 6 that are not irrigated, so we lose 6 water. Okay, we need to pay attention to our water supply here. All right, we have 3 connect actions here. Let's just keep connecting houses. With 3 connections, we can only get 1 house. Either that one up here or the one down there. Well, let's just, I don't know, it doesn't really matter. Let's go here. 1, 2, and then 3, like this. So that means that this house is also now irrigated because it's connected to a lake. And these were our 3 connect actions. Now we have a use action. We will do the same thing here. So this is a lake of 5 spaces times 2 pumps. That's 10 water we receive. So, and now we are pretty fine. Now we need to build farms, get some food and everything. So yeah, if I'm not making any mistakes, we are doing pretty well. We still have a lot of time here. So that's not too bad. Right. To win, our winning score will be all turns left here, as usual, plus the food. We have a supply. So let's try to amass a lot of food, because food is going to be carried over to the next episode. Spoiler. Okay. So we did the use action here. 4 is a spread action. Well, we just keep spreading that lake here. So let's just, it doesn't really matter where we go because it's connected there. So let's just go up here to save some space. This is all going to be 1 lake now. All right, that was our connect action. And now we have a build action. Now we need to start building farms. So let's build a farm right here. Like this. And that's gonna cost us 2 water. Okay. And now, end of the round, we lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 water. So we're down to 13. Okay, nice. Next turn, we have 3 connect actions. Yeah, let's just keep connecting those houses to our lakes. That's important. Let's go this route up here. So 1, 2, and 3. That means this one is also irrigated. That's fine. We have a use action now. Oh, I need to cross out these 3 connect actions here. And now we can use something. We could use our pumps here to get even more water, but we do have a bit of water now. So I would rather use a farm to start feeding all the other houses here. So yeah, let's use a farm. So we fill in 1 quarter here, and we can feed 1 house. So this house is completely done now, and we need to do that with all houses. Okay, that was that. 4 is a spread action. We will just keep spreading our huge lake here. And 7 will be a build action. I suggest building another farm, and let's build that down here. And that's gonna cost us 2 water, so we have 11 left. We need to pay attention to our water level now. Okay, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4 houses that are not connected, so we lose another 4 water. We only have 7 left. And next round, 3 connect actions. Let's connect 1 here and 2 down here. So that means these 2 houses are also irrigated. That is great. So these were our 3 connect actions here. Then we have a use action. let's just fill up on some water just to be safe. So let's use our pumps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's 7. 7 spaces of the lake times 2 pumps, that's 14. So we now have 21 water, which is good. Right. And then we have a spread action and a build action. So we could spread even more, but we can get a lot of water now. So I don't know if we really need to spread. I would rather spend 2 water to use a different action. So let's spend 2 water to have a use action, and then I will use a space of the farm here again to feed the next house. I think that's not too bad. That was this action here. And then we have another build action. So let's calculate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 houses. We definitely need one more farm at least. So let's use that build action here to build another farm. Like this. Okay. And at the end, we still have 2 houses that are not irrigated. So we lose 2 water again. So we're down to 17. All right, we have 3 connect actions. And this is almost enough to connect the last house here. So let's have our 3 connections here. That means this house is also irrigated, which is great. And so these were our 3 connections here. So what do we need to do? We need to feed all the houses. And that's pretty much all we need to do. So that's not a problem. So this is a use action. This is good. So let's take that use action to, wrong side, to use another farm space to feed the last house in the upper network here. And then we have a spread action and also a build action. We don't need any of those. I will spend 4 water to take 2 different actions, and we'll take 2 use actions. So just fill out these 2 farms here to feed these 2 houses. Okay, great. So that works. I think that's pretty good. So at the end, we lose 1 water because we have 1 house that is not irrigated. That's a 12. And now it's our turn again. We have 3 connect actions. Let's take the first one for sure. And then I will take these 2. I will take different actions. So I will subtract 4 water. And instead I will take 2 use actions to get some more food to our houses. Let's take these 2, and now we have 3 houses left. 0, we now have a use action. I will now use these pumps again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to get another 14 water. I was stupid to put it there. Oh, well, that's just the way I did it, I guess. So I need to fill all of that in. Then we have a spread action and a build action. And I will spend 4 water again to take 2 use actions. So let's take 2 more spaces of the farm and feed these 2 houses. And we will not lose anything because everything is irrigated. Oh, I forgot to mark that. Okay, so now all we need to do is feed that 1 house. And then we are done. But I think, it doesn't matter if we have rounds of food left. So I think we should juggle that a little bit more to get some food here, because the food is gonna be important for the next episode. Let's just stock up on food before we end the game. All right, 3 connect actions. I will actually subtract 6 water here. So we're down to 12 in order to take 3 use actions. So I will use these 3 farm spots to store 3 food in our supply. Then the 0 is going to be use action. I will just use the pumps again to get 14 water. Then we have a spread action. We don't really need that. So what will I do? Actually, let us spend 2 water to have another build action, and then spend another 2 water to build a farm. So build a farm right there. And then we have another build action here, and we will spend 2 to build one more farm right there. All right, end of the round, we don't lose any water because everything is irrigated, which is great. So let us see. We have 3 connect actions here. We could spend more water because we don't need water at the end actually too much. So let's just spend 6 water. So we have 14 left to instead use 3 use actions, and also we will take that use action also. So that's 4 use action. We will use 4 spots of the farm here to store 4 more food. And then we have a 4 and a 7. That's a spread action and a build action. We don't need any of those. So, as we did all the time, let's spend 4 water to instead use 2 use actions. Use here and there, so we can store 2 more food. Okay, end of the round, we don't lose any water. And now we have connect actions left. So what I'm going to do now is the following. I will now spend 4 more water, so we have 6 left, to turn both into a use action and cross off these 2 farms. With one of these spots I will store a bit of food, and with the other I will feed that farm, that house. So, and now you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All houses are irrigated and have food, and we have stored quite a bit of food for the next episode. All right, so why don't we calculate our points? So we have one, oh, I forgot to cross these 2 off, I think. So we have 4 turns left and got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 food. So altogether that's 14 points. I don't know if that's good or not. Probably it's not that great. So, but we do have 14 points. And we will take that into episode 3. All right, so I'm pretty much done. One thing that you need to think about when playing this game is to try to somehow get through the game without starving everybody. Well, because starving people isn't the greatest thing to do, I suppose. So, yeah, but we made that pretty well. We actually, this time, I think that's the first time I actually have 2 networks. And that was much easier in this game to have 2 networks, because you can use water pretty much from anywhere. So, that's not too bad. Okay, so we are done. If there's any input you have, or if you have maybe played the game and have a better score, which I think is possible, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, well, thank you for sticking around, and I will see you in the next video. All right, take care everyone. Bye bye.